We're going to be going over different landmarks on our Nomad, how that correlates with our sensors for the best results in getting open contact x-rays. First, we want to power on our Nomad and select the correct settings for whichever x-ray you're going to take. In this case, we are going to take bite wings. It'll come down to our shield here. This is what protects the radiation from coming back to us. It does absolutely nothing for the pictures that you're taking, so that is not an area that you need to focus on. An area that you need to focus on is on both sides of the Nomad. There are the little crosses as well as the lines that continue on down to our cones. Now that we have our snuggie on our sensor and our bite wing tap in the correct position, we always want to make sure that our sensor is in the middle of our circle here. We already are familiar with the lines on the sides of our Nomad. There are some on the top as well for whenever you're taking PAs. But while we're doing the bite wings, we want to make sure that we can draw an imaginary line while the sensor's in the middle, from the sides to the center where the bite wing tap comes. This will always help you from getting any overlapping on any of your x-rays. This part is going to be about the placement of our sensor in our patient's mouth and different things we need to be able to identify if we are going to get a good x-ray or not. Whenever we are placing a sensor in a patient's mouth, we need to have one hand on the cord and the other hand on the bite wing tap as we guide it in. So we'll guide it straight into the patient's mouth, have them close down, and whatever teeth the bite wing tap is touching is the teeth that are going to be in our x-ray. So we want to make sure our patients smile big so we can see the paper. That is going to help us to be able to line up our Nomad in the correct place. After we have our sensor placed correctly in the patient's mouth, make sure that we have the patients bite down, have them smile. Don't be afraid to ask them to show their teeth so that you can see the paper. Click our Nomad, make sure we have it ready. We want to make sure that we go straight in. We have that paper lined up with the lines on the side of the mouth. Hold that Nomad trigger down. Take this sensor out as soon as possible while we review our x-rays and make sure that they're good.